Now, some of the most amazing video captured today is from unmanned aircraft, otherwise known as a drone, like this video from our Sky 9. The surge in their use has prompted the FAA to take steps to regulate the airspace and those who fly them.
That's right, but the I-Team discovered a problem that could impact your safety. Little to no enforcement for those who violate regulations, and several incidents where drones were in the danger zone of flights both out of Lunken and CVG. They sound like a swarm of bees, and it's a sound heard more and more every day as drone sales skyrocket. But with more drones in the air, close calls like this drone encounter that surfaced back in February are also popping up. An inbound Frontier Airlines Airbus zooms by just below the drone as it prepares to land at McCarran Airport in Las Vegas. Is any of that in the back of your mind that there could be one of these flying at the end of the runway?
Absolutely. During the flood last spring, I saw that somebody had posted a video flying along Route 32 in the direction of Lunken Airport. You could see in their video Lunken Airport.
And that's within the 5-mile zone. They shouldn't have been flying.
They should not have been.
PJ Daly is a pilot with 24 years in the air. He's also a member of the Lunken Airport Action Group that represents the small aircraft community. He's a drone enthusiast as well, owner and registered operator with the Federal Aviation Administration.
There is this normalization of deviant behavior out there. People are all about getting the shot. They're all about the adrenaline rush they get by going somewhere where they aren't. You know, they're flying. In their minds, they're flying.
That risk to get the shot led to more than 2,000 reported drone incidents across the country last year, of which only 19 drone operators were ever tracked down and fined. In a statement, the Federal Aviation Administration says the FAA does not impose criminal penalties. That's a question for law enforcement. As for those criminal penalties, Lieutenant Colonel Paul Newdigate with Cincinnati Police says it's a matter of the laws not keeping up with technology.
If there is a companion criminal charge, such as trespassing to get somewhere or the drone recklessly hurts somebody, we would file criminal charges. But I don't think there is a criminal charge for using a drone in restricted airspace.
Drone operators are restricted from operating within a 5-mile radius of an airport and are restricted from flying any higher than 400 feet. Since 2016, the I-Team discovered there were 11 instances of drone encounters in the airspace around Lunken and CVG. And in some of those instances, the I-Team discovered drones were beyond the limit of the regulations. July 8th, 2017, a Cessna C-310 comes within 100 feet of a drone 4,000 feet up in the air. August 21st, 2017, a drone is spotted over Belterra Park at 1,300 feet, coming within 15 feet of the plane. The drone not only 900 feet above where it's supposed to stop, but well within the 5-mile area of restricted airspace.
It's going to definitely go in there, and this weighs about 3 pounds. So on an engine like this, I'm only to suspect that it's going to totally shut it down. They're thinking that the chances of it happening are slim to none. So, and that's if they're even thinking about it.
Patrick says what's on the minds of many pilots here at Lunken. April 7th, 1981. The co-pilot of this plane was killed when a bird crashed through the windshield, sending debris into the engine, which had to be shut down to get the plane safely back on the ground.
You've got a solid piece of plastic with lithium batteries in there and other metal parts, and a bird is just flesh and bones. This is going to hit and retain itself better.
There's directions about how to actually fly it, but there's no real directions on the implications of flying it incorrectly.
Pilot Ben Dyer says there's not enough oversight on who can buy drones and whether the person even understands the rules of flight.
You should have to prove that you've taken the test, or you should have some type of checkoff certification that says, hey, you know, I'm certified to fly this.
As for the future changes to better regulate the drone industry, Patrick Daly says things are likely to get worse before they get better.
Nothing's going to change until somebody dies, is kind of the way the NTSB sometimes works and the FAA. Yeah. It takes bloodshed to make a difference.
The FAA continues to review ways to better regulate drones. The bottom line here, there are rules that operators are required to follow. If you own a drone, you must register it with the FAA and also take a skills test. You have to be at least 16 years of age as well. The link to the FAA drone page is in my story right now on WCPO.com.
1 year